Well, as you've just heard, the proposed protest action by SASBO in the banking sector has been declared unlawful. Diabo Sito is at the Labour Court. Diabo, what has been reaction to this outcome?
Well, Desiree, that outcome that we've been so waiting for, saying that obviously that the protest action cannot go ahead tomorrow, it would be deemed unlawful. But the reaction to the reaction to that, the Business Unity South Africa, Kaiser Moyane, is with us to tell us how they feel about that. Remember, they're the ones that launched this interdict on Monday for the strike protest action. They want to call it that it cannot go ahead. Mr. Moyane, thank you so much for your time. You must be relieved that tomorrow will be business as usual.
Thanks. Look, this is what we've always said, that COSATU and SASBO had not followed the right procedures, and so the judges agreed with us. But in addition to that, we've always said that this for us is merely a step. It's not the end of the journey. What we really want is for COSATU and SASBO, and anyone else for that matter who has issues, to take them to NEDLAC so that we can all jointly come up with solutions. And this is what they had not done. And so we are thinking that this is perhaps the right message that the judge has sent, that we will meet at NEDLAC. And we need to meet at NEDLAC and resolve some of these issues. So we are excited that the judge has pointed them in the right direction, but we're not really seeing this as a victory because there are still issues that need to be ironed out.
Perhaps for the purposes of our viewers, the importance of the Section 77 Labour Relations Act and how it's important that one follows it if they are to launch a protest action such as this. Your thoughts on that?
Yes, the importance of that section is that really where there are issues, there are serious concerns that a union or a federation for that matter has with a policy of government or something that's happening that's affecting the socio-economic interests of workers, that first they must try and find solutions. Protest action is not the solution. It is only the last resort if you have failed to convince each other through talking. And so this particular section, the importance of it is that we as South Africans, as social partners, should sit around the table and talk about our issues before anyone sees fit to take to the streets. We have always said that disruption to the economy through any form of industrial action is not what the country needs right now. And we're happy that the judge has in fact put an end to this intended protest action, which we have always said was non-compliant in any event with the section. So we encourage social dialogue at NEDLAC, and we think the judge has reaffirmed that position.
And of course, just lastly, this obviously means that you still need to talk about the issues that they are not happy with, which is the issue of retrenchments among your members. Will you be taking that through to NEDLAC? I know that NEDLAC is meeting today. Will you by any chance be talking about that?
So there's a national summit at NEDLAC, but we are saying that COSATU and SASBO need to follow the right procedures before they take to the streets. So if they have issues about the state of the economy, about retrenchments, anywhere in the sectors of the economy, if they want to talk to business generally, NEDLAC is a place for that. But if they want to talk about specific enterprise-related issues about retrenchment, the unions know what to do. They are being consulted as we speak by the companies where they organize. So that those processes will continue certainly.
Mr. Moyane, thank you so much for your time.
Thank you.
Desiree, that was Kaiser Moyane. He is with the Business Unity South Africa. As I said earlier on, they're the ones that interdicted the protest action that would happen tomorrow. But of course, Judge Naika saying that this protest action would be deemed unlawful because Section 77 of the Labour Relations Act had not been followed. What we're going to do now is find reaction from the unions, which is SASBO and COSATU. Of course, in this case, them being the losers, and meaning that tomorrow becomes business as usual. The ATMs should be working as normal. The branches, the banks, in fact, economic activity should not be disrupted if the judgment that we heard today is anything to go by. And with that, I'm handing back to the studio.
Thank you, Diabo Sito. We will await that response.